Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the first tier list video here in a few weeks. But today I thought with the MLB season kicking off last week, what better time for a MLB stadium tier list. Now I've been to about half of these, so don't judge me on the ones that I have not been to that I may rank lower or higher than you think they should be. I'm mainly going off of looks, feel, not necessarily, the ones that I have been to all based off of experience, but for the ones I have not, it's mainly off of looks. So it's my opinion. Don't judge. All right, first one, we got Rogers Center down here at the bottom for the Toronto Blue Jays. I know a few people have been to this one. I have not, but they've said they liked it. Nice renovation, looks pretty good, and I think it will look good as it continues to get better. But it's an older stadium, used to be multi-purpose, and I think I'm going to sit this one at a C, just based off of looks. I don't really like the dome feel. Man, this is really glitchy. I don't really like the dome feel. Now, obviously, it's retractable, but, it's a big circle from above, and that's not really how I look. I think this one, the next one, is Oakland Coliseum, and in this picture, it looks like there's actually people there. They had a game, 3,000 people there the other day. That's 1,000. That's only 1,000 more than my single A in-town Quad Cities River Bandits had. So, obviously, whole problem in Oakland, trying to move to Las Vegas, a horrible stadium. You got raccoons and possums running around all over the place. That's not good. Coors Field. I took a tour here a little bit ago, I think back in 2019, and I think that it's got some of the best views in baseball. Good weather, usually in Colorado in the summer. A lot of good seats, good atmosphere. I like Coors Field, and I think it's a solid A. Down here we got Nationals Park. I heard somebody say a little while back that it almost looks like a minor league ballpark made a bit bigger, and I couldn't agree more. It's pretty basic seating all around, and I think with that I'm gonna stick it right in the middle at C. Another one I have not been to, so I can't judge a ton, but from what I see, I think it's a C. Tropicana Field. I want to stick it down there in F, but I think Oakland Coliseum definitely belongs in its own category. So I'm gonna put Tropicana at E. Baseball stadiums do not deserve to have a completely enclosed roof where it's not retractable. The playing surface is crappy. The catwalks and the white color is nasty because you can't see fly balls. They don't get attendance, and it's old. So I'd like to see the Rays get a new one. That's why it's sitting down there at E. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. I've been here multiple times. To a game once, then on the outside a few times. Basic outside. Bit of cool architecture, but nothing really that great to do right outside the stadium except for a big parking lot. It does share parking lots with the Chiefs Stadium. But the fountains out there are beautiful. I think they've got a nice seating design in the outfield, not overdoing it, a cool scoreboard with that crown. And I think that Kauffman Stadium is a solid B. Nice design. Nice look, nice feel in Kansas City. Here, Chase Field in Arizona. Funky center field design. Not really a big fan of it. There's a ton of seats, a huge upper deck. They've got the cool pool. I've always thought it feels kind of dark in Chase Field, and so I'm going to stick it at a C. I think I'm going to stick it right in between Nationals Park and Rogers Center. It looks better with people there, I will admit, but which they have a hard time getting. But that's why it's at middle of C. Twins Stadium, Target Field here. I've been here a long time ago, I think way back in 2016, but I think it belongs in a B. I'm going to stick it one behind Kauffman Stadium, and that's because it's not the craziest seating design, not the most, I guess when you look at it, it's not that special. But they've got a cool thing in right field. They've got a lot of nice areas outside the stadium. It's a nice part of Minneapolis. So I think that's why it belongs in B. And it's a good ballpark. Oracle Park in San Francisco. for some reason, I can't stand watching games in San Francisco because it's either freezing and, like, the way that the field is made, the sun bounces off it weird, and I think everything just looks weird in San Francisco. But I've heard it's a beautiful ballpark. I've heard good things. McCovey Cove is great. I'm going to stick in the front of the B. Now, obviously, I've never been here, so I can't completely judge. But based on my looks, I have to stick it at a B. Now, I've been taking my time a lot, but I'm going to keep moving. Citi Field, I think left field with all those huge seats looks cool. Not really much seating in right field, which I'm not a big fan of. It fits the Mets. I'll put it I'll put it in the back of B. I like it in B. I think it's an average stadium. Cool outside as well, though. Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Great background with the city there. Right field, awesome. Left field looks good, except they moved it back, which I don't like. And then somewhat basic seating bowl, but it's in a great part of Baltimore, and I've heard good things. So I think I'm going to stick it right here in front of Oracle Park. Man, my computer's being very glitchy today. All right, moving right along. That's Angels Stadium. Old, rundown. I think the Angels could use a new one. It's a little out of date, and nothing too special about it, really, except for the rocks. We're going to treat this as Globe Life Park, Globe Life Field, whatever you want to call, or they change it from park to field or field to park. I don't know. Still Globe Life. This is the old Globe Life, but we're going to the new one now, and I think that the new one looks great. A weird TV angle, which is some things that gets on my nerve, but I think that Globe Life is very nice. I'm going to stick one behind Coors, though, because Coors is beautiful as well. But with a retractable roof in Texas, I think Globe Life looks really good. Dodger Stadium, attack the hate. I know it's iconic. I know it's old. I know it's supposed to look like this. Put it in the back of C. I don't like it. I've never liked it. End of story. Next one, Fenway Park, legendary. Now, Dodgers fans will be saying, oh, you like Fenway is the old one. I'm going to put it in the back of A because, I mean, as much as I like old-timey stadiums, I always love new ones as well. I would love to see an update here for the Red Sox. You got the Green Monster. It's iconic. It's a figure. And you can't not put Fenway. But right now it's sticking in third place there at A. This is American Family Field in Milwaukee, formerly Miller Park. You got the slide. I like that. Center field is similar to Chase Field, which I don't like how that scoreboard comes right on the field. But where else are you going to put it when you kind of have a limited space? They've got that limited space in a retractable roof stadium. They've got a nice little area outside, like a few kids' fields and stuff, which is always fun. I think they've got a great seating idea in left and right field. And then the upper decks just all look good going together. And I think that American Family Field is well deserving of, let's say, the front of B. So right now in fourth place. Big fan of it. I've been there once, liked it. And you also got an open concourse so you can see onto the field. This is Busch Stadium in St. Louis, I believe. You know what? We're going to come back to that one because... Oh, no, there's Busch. We'll come back to that one. This is Petco Park in San Diego. You know what? We're going to skip that one, too, because I'm not 100% sure. Here's the Philly Stadium. Why can I not think of the name right now? But, like it. Somewhat basic. Small scoreboard. I always like big scoreboards. I like the seating right. I like the seating in left. Center field's a cool idea. I think we're going to stick it here right in the middle of B. And think it's decently average. But I think it's got a nice feel to it. Here we go to Truist Park in Atlanta. I think this is well deserving of a A tier. I'm going for the first time this August, which I'm looking forward to, hopefully. But looks great on TV. I think right field's really cool. Good weather in Atlanta, which always helps the stadium look better. I mean, the design behind home plate just looks cool. And Seating Bowl looks nice. Everything looks nice about Truist Park, and there's a whole lot of stuff to do on the outside, which I've heard is awesome as well. Here is T-Mobile Park in Seattle, home of the Seattle Mariners. I've heard good things about this one. With that retractable roof, they use it a lot. They also don't use it a lot. But I think it looks really nice. Left field looks good. Right field looks good. Center field with that scoreboard sticking out there, I think the dimensions are basic. And I think it's another one that's around average, so I'll put it at B. This is Yankee Stadium. I think. That's Yankee Stadium, right? Yeah. Looks like it. Yankee Stadium, again, pour on the hates, but I think it's right next to Dodger Stadium. Now, obviously, it's called the new Yankee Stadium, but they wanted to give it that old-timey feel. I'm not digging it. I can't stand watching games there because there's so many advertisements out in the field, or out past the field. Pretty basic setup in the outfield, the short porch, which I like hitting, but I don't like how you can hit a 330-foot ball and it gets out. Right in the back of C. Beautiful, hold on, regroup. Beautiful Wrigley Field. My Jeremiah Paprocki impression there. All right, here we go. Wrigley Field. Like it, love it, want some more of it, as Tim McGraw would say. I think people who are going to hate on the old stadiums that I put near the bottom, yes, but you can't go wrong with Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field is beautiful on the outside. The inside is gorgeous. I think that I don't like the seats going all the way back, like all the way back underneath the upper deck, but obviously that's what you get with an old stadium. So I'll put it in the back of A. And I've been there probably 15 times. And it never gets old. All right, here we go. That looks like Globe Life Park again. So which one did I think? Yeah, there's two Globe Life Parks in this one. There's Marlins Park. Derek Jeter did some renovations with that one, so he came to the team. The outside is one of the best in the major leagues I've heard. I've seen some pictures of it. I like it. And I do think that it's pretty quality on the inside as well. I kind of like what Derek Jeter did. I mean, I didn't like the home run sculpture. I didn't like all that green painted around. I like how he went with more of a basic feel. More baseball-y, getting rid of the fish and stuff. Now, obviously, it has to do with the Marlins. But I think Derek Jeter improved Marlins Stadium a bit. Now, is he improving the team as a whole? No. But I think he improved the stadium, and I'll stick it. I'll stick it kind of right there in between B. This is PNC Park in beautiful Pittsburgh. Do I dare put it in the S? No, but I'm going to put it up front, up near front here in A, because I do think that PNC Park is gorgeous. The background with the city, with the skyline there is beautiful. Okay, why won't this put it anywhere? I do think, I mean, right field's really cool with that bit of a tall wall and then the seats. You got seats going around pretty much all over the outfield. You can hit it in the river. Solid design. And then solid execution. Comerica Park. I've been here once. Underrated, I would say. And that's why I think it goes kind of in the middle of B here. A lot of people would disagree with me. But I do think that's where it belongs. Because the concourse is really cool. A lot of people never look at concourses, but I think concourses matter a lot. It's really cool. With limited fans, there's obviously a lot of open areas. You got a Ferris wheel out there as well. The outfield, there's not really much seating, and I'm not a big fan of. The scoreboard is a little funky out there, right on the foul pole and left. I think there could be more in center field, so that's why I'm kind of putting it in a B. But for the feel and the environment when you're there, it's not bad, and that's why it is in B in the first place. Busch Stadium. I hate the Cardinals, but I love Busch. Outside, tons of stuff to do before the game, after the game. From third base line to the left field, Ballpark Village, tons of awesome things. 2 scoreboard design in right field, a little interesting looking, but I like it. Left field seating's cool. I sat in the upper deck there for a game last year, and I liked the view. Right field, center field seating there as well with that berm out there in center. And then I think that they've got it. It's not so basic where it gets boring in the upper deck seating and the lower bowl seating. It's a bit of a different feel, and I like it in A. Here we go to... I think that's Philadelphia again. That's got to be, right? Yeah. And I think that's San Diego. Yeah, that's got to be San Diego. So I think we got San Diego, guaranteed rate for the White Sox, and then Minute Maid for the Astros left. We'll start with Minute Maid. I've always liked Minute Maid. It's kind of fallen on me these last few years based on looks. There's a lot of ads out there in left field up by the train station. I love the train. I love the Crawford boxes in left. Funky alley in left center, not a huge fan of. Right field, I think everything looks great out there. Left field, classic. A lot of people like it. It looks cool. But it's another one that goes right in the middle of B for me. And last two. Petco Park in San Diego, where I think this is the number 1 ballpark in baseball. Never been there. Don't want to completely say it until I do go. But right now, in my opinion, it's the best to watch a game on. I think first, the camera angle looks great. The behind home plate looks great. The lookout on the skyline looks great. Seats in right field, seats in left field. Crawford, or the Metal Supply Company in left. That's a great design. Stuff to do outside the ballpark. Nice exterior. Nice upper deck design. Except for really those 2 cement blocks that look kind of weird. Those light towers or whatever. I think that's my only fault. I like Petco Park in about every way possible. And now the final one, as I believe that is Philadelphia, and that is Texas again. Guaranteed rate field. Been there, done that twice. A lot of people don't like it. I do like it. Kid zone in left field. I'll stick it here in the back of B. Kid zone in left field. It's a basic upper deck, second deck, bottom bowl, and then outfield design. Center field scoreboard I like. Left field kid zone I like. Concourse is pretty cool. It is a long way up to the upper deck. Long walk up to the upper deck, which is very steep, by the way. But, so a lot of places where they could have improved, but a lot of things I like as well for guaranteed rate field. Well, unless those two down there are not Philadelphia and Texas again, which I think they are, then that's a wrap on this one. Thank you so much for watching. This went a whole lot longer than I wanted to, but thanks for watching nevertheless. That was